Veronica Roundtree,
Here.
Brian Duke,
Here.
David Hitchcock,
Here.
William Wainwright,
Here.
Tom Gage,
Here.
Jordan Corbin, Lolita Barron.
Approval of the minutes from the last meeting.
Motion to approve the minutes from the October Code Enforcement Board.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by who did it? Mr. Gage. Do we have to vote?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
It has been motioned and approved to accept the minutes as called. We swear in our witnesses.
Can you please stand and raise your hand? Do you affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
Okay. Our first case is on page 2, at the top of the page. Last four numbers, 7251. Address is 418 North Stella Avenue. Stella Trust. And the code enforcement officer is Tony Kelly.
What page is that again, please?
Christian Perry, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland. Case number ending in 97251. Property address is 418 North Stella Ave. The owner is Stella Trust, 418-420. Violation for unsecured building. Date of violation of September 19th, 2011. The order on March 27, 2012 stated this case shall be dismissed subject to payment of accrued fine of $9,300 payable to the Treasury of City of Lakeland. At this time, the city recommends that we reduce the fine to 10%, which would be $930, plus administrative costs of $257.30, for a total of $1,187.30 to be paid by May 16, 2022, or revert back to the original amount.
Okay. State your name for the hearing.
My name is Tony Kelly.
Okay, you have heard the officer. What do you have to say concerning it?
Well, this was purchased, these were, this issue occurred before it was purchased by the current owner, but I guess my question in regards to that would be if you reverted the cost back down to 10% of that, you've received $5,000 in money already to date. Would that money be allocated towards that, towards that new fee?
We got to check into that. We're not aware of any funds that have been paid yet. We'd have to check with customer billing on that.
I have an invoice showing when it was paid. It was paid via tax deed. You put a claim, the city put a claim in and got the money. It is, give me just a second. Yeah, 621, 5,400. Because it has the next file on it as well.
So that payment was of $5,470.10 was made in 2013.
Correct.
The only way I'd have to get a hold of Renee, customer billing, to see if they received a tax surplus check. Because I don't have anything showing that they received, that that's a tax surplus check.
You said there was a payment made today?
No, that payment was made then. That payment was processed at the time of this purchase, so the property was by via tax deed, and then the city put a claim on against the purchase price for that amount.
Okay, so it looks like we can make, if I'm not mistaken here on this, we might be able to make this reduction a little bit more because the 9,300 and 9,300 would be 18,600.
I'm
But
fine
then-
with keeping all the money.
What's that?
I'm fine with you keeping all that money and just waiving. I don't care. I don't need that. That money didn't come from me, so. I'm just saying that there was a payment made at that point. On our end, I'm here on behalf of Federal Receiver trying to reduce this cost because the more money that I can save, the more money I can pay back to defrauded investors.
Stand by just a moment here.
I'll just throw this out there. I mean, when you buy property in a tax deed, it doesn't alleviate the liens of this board. We do, when we have liens, we file claims with the tax collector and we get whatever surplus is, that they collect through the sale. But that doesn't, we collect that surplus, but it doesn't satisfy the lien or change the status of the lien. This lien's still out there and we collect the surplus, we reduce it from the balance. But that doesn't mean that the board couldn't, consider this and reduce it.
Yeah,
So it looks like there are two different cases here on the agenda. One for unsecured building, one for house repair. They both look like they have the same fine amount accrued for each. And so that's what you see, the 9393. The payment was
We'll be
made.
hearing that case next as well for the other one.
it's right here in the agenda next.
So you see the payment that was made is that, 5,470, and then the balance is, what's still owed.
I mean,
So it looks like the 9,300 has already been established for both cases. Combined would be 18,600. 5,470 and 10 cents off of that has already been paid.
Yeah.
So 13,129.
So that's
which
more than what we're.
is more than what we were willing to negotiate to.
Right.
Which is, I'm fine with you keeping the money and, because in the day, that claim, that money wouldn't come back to me anyways. It'd go back into the deeds and, you could explain as well as the process. The next claimant would probably be the trust, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look back at the records.
Word processor would come up with that.
Yeah, that's
Well, we don't normally refund any payments.
Exactly.
collected.
Exactly.
It all-
Jamie, do you want
I mean,
to?
it all depends on, they could use those funds to pay off special assessment liens. So I
Well-
don't know what, if they receive that money, what they,
It does look like it's been added towards the fine, right?
yeah.
Which, is not common.
Do we know?
Mr. Hitchcock's.
My point
Yeah.
is, what are we looking at here? This is something he gave us. I'm not saying you're not, but he typed this up and give it to us.
Is there, can we pass this case and maybe somebody can run downstairs and verify whether the city collected this payment?
Sonny's on the phone with them.
Okay. Well, maybe we can pass this item and come back to it, or?
Just so I understand, what's your interest in the property? I missed that.
I'm just trying to reduce, I represent the former, like this property was actually recently just sold again, and I represent the former owner as part of the process. This property sat inside of a federal receivership. The previous owner pretty much got indicted on SEC fraud. So we're trying to reduce the fine because right now we have this amount of money, the $13,000 sitting in escrow with title, with the goal of trying to reduce this fine so that money can come back to the receivership so I can pay investors.
Is there any other fines on this property that?
Just those two fines, because once this property was pretty much purchased, it was brought into compliance. It was then deemed that it wasn't salvageable, and then the property was demolished.
And you say you represent the present owner?
The former owner.
As long as that's.
Yeah.
Because even what was already paid is still.
The only payment that she's showing that was made was the $5,400.
If you're gonna talk, you have to come to the microphone and state your name.
So she does show that.
Yeah.
Sunny Marshall, Code Enforcement Manager for the City of Lakeland. I have customer billing on the phone now, and what they're explaining is that the only payment that they made was the $5,470.
Correct.
Is there anything more than that?
No, there's been no other payments made. I have the rest of the money sitting inside of a retainer, depending on how this case went.
Okay, so that is what they're saying that they received.
Yeah.
So it looks to me like the 13,129.90 is the combined amount remaining after the. So.
Which would the.
We're gonna divide that by 2 for the 2 cases. And then 10% of that, so it'll be now 6.
Oh, I see what he's doing. He's gonna come up with new.
See what the difference on each case?
Yeah, he's gonna split the 13, which would still. It's still.
That's gonna be the same for the next one.
Yeah.
All right, so the city would like to change its recommendation this time. We're, based off the adjusted numbers now, we're still gonna reduce the amount to 10%, but that new amount will be $656.49, plus administrative costs of $257.30, for a total of $913.79, to be paid by May 16th, 2022, or revert back to the original amount.
I thought we had two up there, though, two.
Yeah, we have to hear them separately though.
We're hearing the first one, and then that's
It'll be
going
the
to be
same.
applied with different administrative costs for the next one.
Yeah, same recommendation.
Numbers again.
10%, $656.49. Admin cost, $257.30. Total, $913.79. To be paid by May 16, 2022.
Sir, you heard that?
I like the other agreement.
So this one's actually low.
But originally you were reducing the 9,000, but that's not the balance. I mean, I'm fine with whatever I get reduced, to be honest with you. So like I said, the more that I can recover, the more that I can get back to the investors. So that's something I'd say.
Make a motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Gage,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Wainwright. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 No.
It has been voted and approved to accept the staff recommendation of $913.79 to be paid by May 16, 2022, or revert back to the same. Our next case is right below it, it's same address, 418 North Stella Avenue, last number 7252. Christian Perry, Code Enforcement Officer, and Tony Kelly is representing.
Christian Perry, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, case number ending in 97252. Property address 418 North Stella Ave, owner is Stella Trust 418 and 420. Violation of house repair. Date of violation was September 19, 2011. The order on August 28, 2012 stated that this case will be dismissed upon payment of $9,300. Based off of payment already received, at this time, the city would like to reduce the amount to 10%, which is $656.49, plus administrative costs of $306.26, for a total of $962.75 to be paid by May 16, 2022, or revert back to the original amount.
Okay? Sir, you heard that. What do you have to say?
Same thing.
All right.
I'll make a motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Gage,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Wainwright. Do we have a vote?
Unless there was, Mr. Duke, unless you had
Uh,
anything to add for, I know you voted in opposition last time.
No, I mean, I think the way I see it is that, the city missed it somehow, and, it came in here, and they thought the original amounts were $9,300 for each fine. And, they came up with their proposal to reduce it, and then he shows that he's already paid $5,000 towards it, so I'm still in disagreement with it.
Okay. Your thinking is that whatever has been paid should cover,
Yeah.
okay.
Voting.
Yep.
Vote. Yes.
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 No.
It has been voted and approved to accept the staff recommendation of $962.75 to be paid by May 16, 2020, or revert back to the original cost.
Will I receive that, like a bill for that, so I can get that to my CPA?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day, sir.
I guess we have correct contact information.
Yeah, is he gonna get it?
Mr. Kelly, I just want to make sure we have right contact information for you or whoever it should be sent to.
I'll take it. 2112 West Kennedy Boulevard.
If it's sent soon, yes, that building's
Yes.
for sale, so.
Okay.
It's on 305 properties.
There you go.
Okay, thank you, have a nice day. Our next case is at the bottom of page 4. That last 4 is 0240, 1416 Layton Avenue, Freedom Flipping Academy LLC. Code Enforcement Officer Dennis Browning. Representative is Jason Gaston.
Dennis Browning, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland. This case LCE 21-00240. The address is 1416 Layton Avenue. The owner is Freedom Flipping Academy LLC. And at this point, as far as the city is concerned, there's no action needed. The board just asked the owner to come in for an update.
Okay.
Yeah, so just for your guys' update, that's a copy of the permit that we have open. And the next 2 pages I gave her are progress on the property. We've actually gutted the inside to the studs. Next week, they're coming back to take all the old fire damage off the roof and start rebuilding trusses on top, so we are
Yeah, they're gonna
well on
build
our
on,
way.
they're gonna build on site. And
Yeah, they're gonna build them on site.
We're not gonna wait on trusses to get.
Trusses are like 8 months out,
Yeah.
pre-built, so.
Awesome.
So we're well on our way to getting that property back in good condition, so.
Cool.
Well, appreciate you coming in today.
Yeah. Did you state your name for the record? Sorry.
Oh, Jason Gaston.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, I'm good with that. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much for bringing us up to date.
May, because
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
we, if I recall correctly on this case, the board rescinded the demolition.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And then,
Based on progress.
postponed it to be heard again today, but what is the status then of the case for right now?
For demolition.
There is a fine imposed, and the fine continues to accrue.
Yeah.
But as you stated, they did rescind the demolition order and asked him to come back and give an update. They do have the permit, the dumpsters are on site, and like
Yeah,
you
we
stated, they're.
filled up 5 dumpsters already, so.
So you're saying the board doesn't need to take any formal, they've already rescinded the order, so today was just a status on the case?
Yes, sir.
And what happens to this case now?
Well, right now, the fine continues to run until the property is brought into compliance, and once that's done, we'll come back and address that fine.
And that fine's under this case or a separate?
Yes, sir, this case.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
And it's, okay. So at the roof, so is it just the roof or is it just the whole building, basically?
To bring it to compliance, what's that take?
Yeah, that's
us?
what I'm asking, I
Yeah,
guess.
he'll have to do the.
Everything.
Everything on the exterior, just so from the street it looks,
The exterior, everything we can see from the exterior, the roof members.
Yeah.
okay,
All right.
all right.
Okay.
Are you good? I just wanted to make sure that you were clear with what the process was and everything at this point with all that.
Yeah, I knew we had to bring it into compliance. I think the reason for me coming to update is to make sure we don't go back on the demo list, right?
Yes.
That was, to me,
That was the purpose of this call, yeah.
okay,
I know we've seen you a lot over the last couple months, so.
okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Okay. That is the last one that I have.
Did good last month.
It was a shorter month, too. It was only 3 weeks.
We had a long meeting last week.
That means we'll pay for it next month, right?
Usually January,
February, or the,
Yeah, after the holidays.
About 6 o'clock. I think we got to like 6 one time.
State your name.
Charles McClellan, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland. We're in the middle of page 2.
Page what?
2,
Okay.
case number 11202050731 for the address of 931 West 6th Street. Owner is Hattie Hall. The owner has signed a summary disposition to extend the deadline for payments to November 16th of 2022, or revert back to the original plan amount of $14,355.
Motion to accept staff recommendation.
a second,
Motion by Mr. Wainwright, second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation. Next.
Bottom of page 2, Charles McClellan, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland. Case number 1120206070557 for the address of 1116 West 9th Street. Owner of Hattie Hall. Owner has signed summary disposition to extend the deadline for payments to November 16th, 2022, or revert back to the original amount of $73,770.
Motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second,
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been voted and approved to accept the staff recommendation.
Top of page 3,
Okay.
Charles McClellan, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland. Case number 11202080554 address of 931 West Sixth Street, owner of Hattie Hall. The owner has signed a summary disposition to extend deadline for payments to November 16th, 2022, or revert back to the original amount of $22,950.
Motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been voted and approved to accept the staff recommendation.
Just below that one on the, so Charles McClellan, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, case number 112-02-1008-4577 for the address of 931 West Sixth Street, owner of Hattie B. Hall. Signed summary disposition to extend deadline for payments to November 16th, 2022, or revert back to the original amount of $650.
Motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been voted and approved to accept the staff's recommendation.
Did I do my last one? Okay. Page 4, top. Actually, it's in the middle, sorry.
Okay.
Charles McClellan, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, case number LCE 1808302 for the address of 849 North Scott Avenue, owners of Richard Ramshand. I would like to recommend that we continue this case to the next code enforcement in December 14th of 2021.
Which one?
849 North Scott.
Oh, this is the guy that had the tenants.
Yes,
849.
he was going to be here today, but he's ill and could not make it, so he asked that we continue it. He did get the
People out.
eviction
Okay.
process.
Do we have a
Oh,
vote?
yep, sorry, I'll make a motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright, second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been voted and approved to accept the staff recommendation. Thank you, Mr. McClellan.
Middle of page 8. Eight.
8, okay.
Dennis Browning, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, this case LCE 21-03550, the address 1658 Crystal Park Circle. The owner is Elizabeth Gomez. Property is in compliance as of November the 10th, 2021. That fine totals $1,100 for 22 days of noncompliance. Staff would ask that the case be dismissed subject to that amount, payment of that amount.
Okay. Motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been voted and approved to accept the staff recommendation.
Bottom of page 10. Case LCE 21-02274, the address 2008 Woodbridge Lane. The owner is Mark Gillum. The owner did sign summary disposition agreeing to 10%, which is $895, plus administrative cost of $247.93, for a total of $1142.93 to be paid by November the 16th, 2022, or revert back to the original amount.
A motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been voted and approved to accept the staff recommendation.
Top of page 11. It's case LCE 21-02285, the address 2008 Woodbridge Lane. The owner is Mark Gillum. The owner did sign summary disposition agreeing to pay the administrative cost of $282.87 by 11/16/22, or it would revert back to the original amount.
Motion to accept staff recommendation.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright, second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been voted and approved to accept the staff recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you.
The top of page 9?
Page what?
9?
Nine.
I think it's bottom of page 8 for us, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes. For 1109 East Oleander Street. 1109 East Oleander.
It's on 8 going into 9.
I didn't get the final agenda.
What,
4311 South Fork.
1109 East Oleander.
we're not there.
Oh, okay,
it's
so
on top of page 10.
Yeah, first one dismissed with a fine.
Page 10, yes.
Yeah, back to the same one you were just on. Yep.
Christian Perry, Christian Perry, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, case number LCE 20-01839, property address is 1109 East Oleander Street, violation of ordinance 3947 for care of premises, open storage, and junk. The respondent signed summary disposition for administrative costs only of $462.39 to be paid by May 16, 2022, or revert back to the original amount.
I'll motion to accept staff recommendation.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright, second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been voted and approved to accept the staff's recommendation. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Perry.
Page 3, please.
3.
3. Be the second one from the bottom. 63 Lake Hunter Drive. Daniel Sheets, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland. Case number LCE 17-04891, 63 Lake Hunter Drive. That's K. Holmquist Revocable Trust. Ordinance 3947 is the violation, and sections as listed in the agenda. The order, date of violation is July 17, 2017. On November 28, 2017, the order responded shall be fined $50 per day, effective November 6, 2017. It's the recommendation that the board authorize the city to foreclose on the liens against the property.
Yeah. Guess I'll make a motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Duke. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been voted and approved to accept the staff's recommendation.
Okay, bottom of page 3, 63 Lake Hunter Drive again.
Okay?
Daniel Sheets, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, case number LCE 17-04892, 63 Lake Hunter Drive. That's K. Holmquist Revocable Trust. Ordinance 3371, in section as follows in the agenda. Date of violation was July 17, 2017. The order was given on November 28, 2017, that the respondent pay $50 a day effective October 17, 2017, until compliance was met. It is recommendation that the board authorize the city to foreclose on the liens against the property.
Make a motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation.
Top of page 4.
Okay?
I'll be presenting for Stephen Willis.
Okay?
Daniel Sheets, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland. Case number LCE 18-03525, that's 602 Julius T. Horney Drive. Ordinance 3947 in violation, and chapter sections as follows in the agenda. Date of violation was May 18, 2018. On April 23, 2019, the order was given that the responder shall pay $30 a day until effective January 4th, 2019, until compliance was met. The owner has signed summary disposition for a total of $634.92, and that is to be paid by May 16th of 2022.
Motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation.
Page 6, please. Also be presenting for Stephen Willis.
Okay.
Daniel Sheets, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, case number LCE 19-01067. That's 2828 Kathleen Avenue. Violation was Ordinance 3947, Section 305. Date of violation was February 14th, 2019. On May 7th, 2021, the order was given that the case should be continued to November 16th, 2021 Code Enforcement Board meeting. It is our recommendation that the case be continued until the January 25th, 2022 CEB hearing.
Do we have a motion?
Do you have a question?
It's continued until January. Code
Yeah, I'll make a motion to accept staff recommendation.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright, second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation.
Page 8, please. Top of page 8.
Okay,
Page 8.
Page 8, okay.
page 8.
I don't see anything.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Which one?
Page 11.
11, okay.
Bottom of page 11.
Okay.
Daniel Sheets, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, case number LCE 21-02534. That's 1145 West Greenwood Street. Owner is Saul Citron and Dana Miller. Violation was Chapter 86 for junk, trash, and debris. Date of violation was May 20th of 2021. On September 28th, the order was given that the respondent pay $50 a day effective August 17th, 2021 until compliance was met. The fines totaled $3,200 for 64 days of noncompliance. The affidavit of compliance was effective on October 20th of 2021. The owner has signed summary disposition for a total of $593.58 to be paid by May 16th, 2022.
Motion to accept staff recommendation.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
What'd you say your total was?
I could read the whole thing. It's a summary for 10%. The 10% is $320. Admin cost was $273.58. The total was $593.58.
Sorry.
Okay.
Did anybody motion?
I motioned.
Okay, we need to vote.
Second.
And that should be paid by May 16th, 2022.
Okay. Vote.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation. Thank you, Mr. Sheets.
Dan has a case.
Page 5, please.
Okay.
Daniel Povey, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, case number PER 17-06542, address is 1295 East Main Street. Owner is Strollos Inc. Violation is for Florida Building Code Section 105.1, permits required. Date of the violation is 09/18/2017. And at this time, the owner has taken summary disposition for admin costs only, totaling $294.50 to be paid by May 16th, 2022, or revert back to the original amount.
Motion to accept staff recommendation.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright, second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation.
All right, now page 7.
Okay.
It will be the first two. Case number Daniel Povey, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, reading in for Chris Berry. Or do I need to say that? Okay. Case number LCE 20-03290. Address is 1433 Amos Avenue. Owner is Daniel Allen. Violation is for ordinance 5425, section 4.3.1C, accessory structures prior to principal structure. Date of the violation is 07/24/2020. At this time, we recommend this case be continued to the January 25th, 2022 CEB Code Board.
Motion to accept the staff recommendation.
Second.
It has motion by Mr. Wainwright, second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation. The date has changed here to January 25th of 2022.
All right, next case, Daniel Povey, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Lakeland, reading in for Christopher Berry. Case number LCE 20-03292. Oh, yes. Address is 1433 Amos Avenue. Owner is Daniel Allen. Ordinance for 5425, section 5.17.3.3, construction and storage trailers permitted and regulated. Date of the violation is 07/24/2020. At this time, we recommend that the case be continued to the January 25th, 2022 Code Board.
Motion to accept staff recommendation.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright, second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation to continue this case to the January 25th, 2022 Code Enforcement Board.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Povey.
Good.
Anyone else?
Going once.
That's it?
All right.
Good job, Chairperson.
Right?
That might be a record.
Be a record.
Just remember, we
For the
continue
cases.
cases January.
For the cases on pages, for reconsideration, the motion so ordered for the cases on pages 2 through 5 in which the respondents did not appear is to deny their reconsideration.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been motioned and approved. Yes.
Yes.
It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation. For the cases continued, the motion so ordered for the cases on pages 7 through 9 in which the respondents did not appear and are in compliance is that the fines be imposed as stated in the agenda.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. We have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendations. To dismiss with a fine, the motion so ordered for the cases on page 10 through 11 in which the respondents did not appear is to dismiss with fines as listed in the agenda.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation. For the cases dismissed with no fine, the motion so ordered for the cases on page 12 through 14 that are not in compliance is to dismiss with no fine.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Wainwright,
Second.
second by Mr. Gage. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
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 It has been motioned and approved to accept the staff recommendation. And that is the end of our case this